Hello. Let's blender out of the frame. Hello, I am Rachel Detroit. We are going to make plant-based, vegan, obviously. Well, not obviously, right? Plant-based feta cheese nacho style fries. So, you know, they'll say like animal style fries, plant style fries. All right, so we got a lot of the stuff already going here. I've already pre-cooked my two styles of potatoes here. So I did like a chip style right here. So we have sweet potatoes and we have regular potatoes, yellow ones, sliced thin. And then I made some fries sliced like this. All right, so we're gonna do like a feta style, and then I have a mushroom meat that I'm gonna make, and then we're gonna of course make the cheese out of cashews. I have Kalamata olives, and then I'm gonna do this in the food processor. So we'll get this going here. Got a couple people signing on. Oops. I wonder if my headphones are on. Let's see if the headphones work. Almost in the sink. All right. Are these on? Oh, now they're on. So I was just headphones off on my head, but off. Okay. So let's get this show on the road. So first I'm going to do the feta cheese stuff. So I got 1 cup of cashews that was soaked for 4 hours overnight. And then inside of here, I'm going to put about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Let me measure this. Let me not play around. So anyone who's just popping on, I see some people are just signing on. We'll do a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. For anyone who's just signing on, what we have going on here is I have the potatoes cooked already. So I sliced some thin potatoes like this. Sweet potatoes, oh, this way. Sweet potatoes and yellow potatoes. Sliced them like this, and then I baked them at 400 degrees for about 25 minutes. And then I did another style just because variety. These are sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, and I cut them like French fries, and I baked them at 400 degrees for about 25-30 minutes. So I have those. I seasoned them with cumin, some red pepper flakes, garlic powder, black pepper. So we got a Greek style going on here. I have Kalamata olives. These are sliced and they're in brine. So they're not in oil. So these are in brine. And the ingredients are vinegar, water, sea salt, and olives. And then I have sliced collard greens. You could use spinach. What I did with my spinach, I was looking for it the other day and I was like, where'd the spinach go? And I accidentally put it in the freezer. So now it's just frozen spinach. All right, so I'm going to make a mushroom cauliflower meat, but let's get going with the cheese. So I got a cup of soaked cashews, and I soaked these for about 4 hours. I'm going to add a little bit of red pepper flakes, and this is where you can kind of play around with it. You can add whatever spices and herbs you want. I'll do some dried mint. I'm going to do some oregano. And I'm going to do garlic powder, and we're going to leave this quite chunky. We'll add a little bit of water if needed, but we're going to want to leave this cheese quite chunky. We'll add a little bit of nutritional yeast to kind of give it that cheesy flavor, and we'll get this roaring. All right, it's a little bit of black pepper. Social media is kind of tough lately. My views are all down everywhere. I don't know. But we just keep doing it. I think I got to get into some paid ads. See, we got something in the comments here. Hi, Gina. Thanks for showing up. All right, let's add some nutritional yeast in here. Also, it's Friday at 5 o'clock and it's beautiful out. So maybe people aren't on their screens watching an internet person make feta cheese. All right, here we go. So I'm going to just pulse this. Perfect. Let's take a look. So it's going to be quite chunky. There we go. We're going to leave it quite chunky. Let me get a spoon. And it's going to be used more of like as a topping. It's not going to be a creamy cheese. That is not what feta cheese is like. That apple cider vinegar really does it. All right, I'm going to blend it up a little bit more. I'm going to add some salt. I forgot to use salt. I don't want to pulverize it completely, but I do want to pulverize it a little bit. Add some salt. All right, perfect. So this is the right texture. That tastes really good. Let me show it to you guys. So that's what that's looking like. Looks pretty darn good. All right, we got one person watching. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I want to add a little bit more vinegar to it to give it a little bit more tanginess. I don't want to overdo it. But you kind of go by your taste. If you don't want it to be too tangy, then you don't need to add more. All right, so that's that. That's done. We'll put that on the side. Let's get our mushroom cauliflower meat together, and then we're just going to assemble this. Super easy, super delicious. All right, just going to reuse the same container here. So the feta cheese comes out really nice. It is cashews, right? It's not real cheese, but it comes out super nice. I'll show you guys another close-up of this. And it smells super good. All right, and then I'm just going to reuse the same. All right, let me give you guys a close-up. So that's what we got, right? And then this is going to end up going on top of our fries. People are like, don't you miss cheese? No, I literally don't miss cheese. All right, let's do the, it's going to be like a meat substitute, but it's not meat. I got about a cup of mushrooms. Just going to use the same thing. I have a quarter of a cauliflower. And then for my seasonings, I'm going to do cumin. Oh, I didn't pull up the chili powder. I'll do about a teaspoon of cumin. I want to do some chili powder, so that'll give it kind of that deep, dark flavor. And I've just been like having this crazy thing for red pepper flakes lately. I mean, I just want to put them on everything. Whoops, don't fall. All right. So how's everybody's Friday going? What are you guys up to for the weekend? What do you got on the weekend plans? We'll do a teaspoon of chili powder. Wait, I said a teaspoon and then I did a teaspoon and a half. Yeah, what are you guys up to for the weekend? Anybody doing anything? All right, so that's going. I'm going to zip this up. Let's do a little bit of salt. And this is going to be instead of like meat. And I'm not doing like a walnut or a nut meat because I already have the cashews as my nut, as my fat. Let's keep wisping this around. Oh, I probably should have broke the cauliflower down a little bit more because it's not having as good of a time as the mushrooms. Okay, here we go. Do, 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 do. All right, here we go. It's gonna be probably super broken down because my cauliflower is just not making it. All right, but everybody else seems to be doing a pretty darn good job for this mixture. It'll be a nice topping. I'm gonna give it a taste and see if it needs anything. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Pretty darn good. You know what it needs? It needs a little bit of tamari. So I'm going to do that. And that's going to give it a lot more depth and boldness. All right, perfect. And then pretty much this is done. Then we're going to assemble. I just took that giant other piece of cauliflower out of here. All right, let's assemble. We're there now. We're already there. So I'll show you what this turned out like. And all of this is raw. All of the mushroom cauliflower. It's raw, right? I didn't cook it. You could cook it. You might use walnuts. Tastes so good. All right, so let's assemble these bad boys. We got our cashew feta cheese that we made. We have our fries that are both ways. So we have them as chips, like flat. Then we have them as French fries. This is going to be my dinner, so I'm just munching as I go. And then I actually made a second bowl on the side so that I could make these and then take pictures of them and not eat them so that they didn't get all messed up. All right, so let me put this in better. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you guys see this okay? Let's see if I make this a little brighter. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of greens down. So you could use spinach. These are collard greens. And the theme is a little Greek theme. And this is getting us ready for my plant-based Greek course that's on May 18th. Sign up for my mailing list. It'll be available for purchase soon. So stay tuned. I tweaked out the rest of it with my mom. I'm going to add some red onions to it. And then I have some sliced tomatoes. So I'm going to put that on top. And like this is a super easy, delicious, something that you can make and your whole family, you know, you guys can make it together. Like it's It's a little Greek fiesta. All right, we got that. I'm going to actually do it on all of them. So I'm going to add the collard greens to all of these. And this is definitely going to be like a fork meal. A little bit of red onion on top. And you could use spinach. You don't have to use collard greens. Like I said at the beginning of this, I put my spinach in the freezer by accident, and I was looking for it. I was like, what happened to the spinach that I just bought? I looked everywhere too. I was like, where'd you put it? Did you put it in the cupboard? Did you put it? And then I was like, oh man, I know what you did with it. So I'm getting a ton of plant variety in here. I'm getting protein with the nuts. All right, we got some olives. No, these aren't olives. These are tomatoes. Sprinkle some tomatoes, and then I'm going to use Kalamata olives, and that's really going to bring together like the Greek flavor, and then I'll top it with that cashew feta cheese that I made. All right, this is looking beautiful. Get some more onions in this one. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so this is what we're looking like so far before we put the olives on here. Hey, Jacqueline. Let's see. Gina says chef's bite, the extra cauliflower, right? That's just my little bite over there. And then Jacqueline says, hello, everyone. Hi, Rachel. I'm watching. Awesome. Thanks. I'm glad you're here. So this is what we got going on. Oops. That's what it looks like so far before we add the vegan feta cheese. And then I'm going to throw these olives on here too. Oops. I was debating. I was like, how do I get some without the juice? Oh, I forgot my mushroom mixture. Well, let's do that. Don't want to forget about that. So I'm actually going to put a nice little kind of dollop in the middle here, right on top. Delicious. Yeah, so someone said in the chat that they're the only one that eats this way at home. I can relate to that, being the only one that eats this way. But like perhaps your people would be open to trying it, because this is a pretty nifty idea here, and it's like fun and it's cute and it looks good. Let's just get all these tomatoes in here so we don't waste. This one's done. We'll put the, thanks Peggy. Peggy says beautiful. Thank you, thank you. All right, and then we're gonna get the feta right on top. We'll put a bunch of that. Let's see, what am I looking for? I'm looking for something to scoop the feta. It's gonna be here. Let's reuse the utensils, Rachel. Okay. Because there's only one person that does dishes in this house, and oh, it's me. All right, so let's get this going. So I'll show you guys what the feta looks like. It looks pretty feta-ish, if I do say so myself. So that's what we got here, and then I'll put this right on top. And then I'll show you what this is looking like. So if you want to eat healthier, if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to keep your weight down, whatever, if you're wanting to bring your inflammation down, whatever the case is, eating more vegetables, regardless of if you are 100% plant-based or not, eating more vegetables is going to help you get there. So that's the way to do it. More nuts, seeds, plants, veggies, fruits, whole grains. All right, let me rinse my fingers, and then I'm going to show you guys what this is looking like. It's looking super good. Oh, the olives. All the toppings. See, there's so many toppings. I'm like, oh, the olives. Oh, this. The olives are really going to bring it together. I'm going to slice them a little bit down. So I'm going to pull some out. And if you want to decrease the salt a bit, don't add a bunch of salt. These olives have salt, right? You don't have to add salt in everything. Just going to cut these down a little bit. All right, perfect. And then I'll put these all around. Oops, I accidentally used like almost all of them on the first one. So I guess we'll just go back in. I think on the second one, I'm going to leave them more whole. That way. Yeah, beautiful. Wow. So this is my take on a Greek style feta cheese French fry dish. And I'll give you some close-ups here. Get that on top. This is the first time I did it this way where I created, like this is my eating plate so that I could sample it in front of you guys. And then these are my plates that I'll take pictures of. Gina, my Wi-Fi died for a minute. Okay, but you're back. Awesome. Thanks for being here. All right, let me show you guys what we've created. So it is a Greek style nacho feta French fry beauty. So that's this one. That's with the fries cut flat. This is with the fries, you know, big. All right, and let's taste it. So I made this little side plate so that I could taste them with you guys. I hit the thumbs up button. Love it. Thank you. If you guys like my stuff, social media is tough lately, so give my stuff a share, give it a like. If you don't follow me on Instagram, give me a follow, Rachel Detroit Coaching. If you don't follow me on Facebook, give me a follow. Check it out. All right, so let me give this a taste. Mmm. Mmm. I got the vegan feta cheese, the cucumber, the olive, the tomato. That's all in one bite. Right here. Mmm. It's super simple, super easy to make, super flavorful, and it has all of your nutrients. It's nutrient dense. There's a variety. It's not just one plain thing. Mm. Thank you guys for tuning in. Join my mailing list. If you're not on it, give my video a like, give it a share. It means a lot to me. I'm going to keep doing it, even if only 3 people are watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned. I'm having my super simple Greek course. I had to postpone it because of scheduling conflicts with my mom, but it's May 18th. Join my mailing list. You'll be first to know about it. It'll be available for purchase soon. It'll be fun. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for watching. If you're just joining, rewind this. We made vegan nachos, plant-based feta cheese, a Greek style. So if you're just joining in, you missed it, but it's delicious. It's super tasty. Thank you guys for popping on, and I'm going to sign out. Unless anybody has any questions or thoughts, I can stick around. Other than that, I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. And if you're looking for coaching, I'm looking for you. So if you want to meet your weight loss goals, if you have fitness goals, I'm certified in plant-based nutrition and personal training, and I'm a life coach. So I help people get their life together. That's what I do. All right, take care. I love you guys. Be safe. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.